Hey guys, I'm Dan and welcome back to the Basement Dino Dungeon. Yes, today is Saturday, which means we have another epic video of the week. We have lots of new stuff to unbox and to review, and of course I'll be showing you guys a roundup of our previous figures collected from the past week. Okay, so let's have a look. Alright, check this out guys, we have two playsets right here. This is the latest Legacy Collection, the Velociraptor Containment Chaos Pack right here that features a lot of new figures. Right here on the table, we have some exclusive mini figures, okay? They are like 3D puzzles. And right here, we have another set that features new Gallimimus, Dilophosaurus, and two Raptors, okay? Which means I'll be showing you guys collection of Gallimimus and Dilophosaurus and all the figures that we have acquired in the past week. Let's go. Right guys, we're now at level 2 Jurassic World Midlands. You can see the box is really full. I have basically cleared the entire row of the Velociraptors because we need to clean this row up, okay? And at the same time, we are doing a mini Gallimimus collection as well as a Dilophosaurus collection, okay? So next, we are going to pick up some of the latest figures for comparison and for another review. Okay, let's do this. Alright guys, we're now back at the Basement Dino Dungeon. Check this out. Every single Velociraptor is right here on the floor. And let's hop over here, okay? You can also find Gallimimus and different Dilophosaurus, which means we have a couple of epic mini collection videos to make as well, okay? So let's get started. Alright guys, so let's begin, okay? Before we take a look at the playsets, let's have a look at this mini, I wouldn't call this blind bag because you can clearly see what it's inside, okay? This set actually comes with a Triceratops, Ankylosaurus, Blue, Brachiosaurus, T-Rex, and Stegosaurus. And I think the last one is actually Mosasaurus. I think we are just lacking Blue. Oh, we are also lacking the Pteranodon, so there are actually quite a few different variations that we don't have. So it's okay. Let's have a look at this. Let's get this out. So you can see this is actually like a semi-translucent figure. One side is actually quite nice. You can basically find it painted nicely. So if I'm not wrong, we can actually open this and assemble this like a 3D puzzle, which I think is pretty cute. So yep, you can find the skeleton inside the body. You can place it right back, okay? And this part, you can basically put it back as well, which is very nice. How do we do this? Oh dear, let's try. This is pretty cool, I must say. Okay, you snap it back on like this. It is some sort like a 3D puzzle. Kind of cool. Skeleton kit, that's for sure. So we have a Tyrannosaurus Rex right here. It's quite nice. Alright, and I think it can also glow in the dark. Let's see. Okay, it's actually too bright right here, so it's okay. Let's move on to the Velociraptor Containment Chaos Pack right now. Alright, so let's have a look at the Jurassic World Legacy Collection Velociraptor Containment Chaos Pack, which is basically the opening scene from the first Jurassic Park movie, okay? Let's take a look at the back of the box. Wow, it looks pretty exciting. It comes with this cage that reminds me of the Velociraptor Containment, and of course we have Robert Muldoon right here and two park workers. Very nice. Let's open this up. Let's see how we can actually open this. I don't think I'll be keeping the box, so let's just rip it open. It's fine. Alright. You can see the box is actually very tightly glued. Okay, so let's get the contents out. Pretty easily done. Let's have a look. So this is basically the set that comes with the humans and the Velociraptor, and of course we have the containment, which looks pretty huge. So let's assemble this. Alright guys, so let's assemble this containment. Let's try. Okay, I hear a very nice snapping sound. Hopefully this is the right direction. Okay, seems pretty good so far. So let's pop in the top cover. Okay, so there you go. Quite nicely done. And this is basically the back. So just pop it right in. Should be easily done as well. Yep, there you go. Nicely done. Wow, it looks very good. And this is basically the sliding door. So let's just insert this. How do we actually insert this? Wrong side? Did we put it the wrong side? I think this way. Yep, there you go. Very nice. So this is basically for you to keep a raptor inside. So fantastic. I still remember the scene from Jurassic Park. It was super exciting and quite scary because one of the park workers was actually bitten by the Velociraptor. Okay, now let's get the raptor out. Okay, right here, first raptor. Let's get the park worker out as well. The other one, Robert Muldoon. And let's get the accessories out as well. Alright, so let's put on this protective vest for the park workers. I think this is really fun and it's really well done, to be honest. Okay, so you can see the park worker is actually wearing the protective vest. Let's put this on right here. Now let's give this park worker his accessories, holding on to a torch and a walkie-talkie, which is very nice. Okay, this is done. Looks really good. Now for the next park worker, I'll let him put on the vest. Okay, you can see it looks really good. Now we put on the knee pads right here to protect the knees. Here's the other one. There you go. And now the walkie-talkie and the weapon. So it looks really good. Let's just place it around the containment. Now we take a look at Robert Muldoon, which is, who is holding his gun. So let's just pop it right in. I think he needs, the other hand to actually like balance it. Just pop it right in like this. I think this should be pretty good. Alright, now we try and place the Velociraptor into the containment. Alright, you can see it looks very nice. I think you can put one more inside. I think that will be pretty spacious as well. So now let's have a look at this Velociraptor. So it's basically a new one. You can see it has movement, articulation right here. Doesn't have the toe claws painted, which is quite a pity. The coat is not at the bottom of the feet because it is a new figure. So if you pull this up, you should be able to find the code, and you can scan this in your Jurassic World Facts app. Let's do this right now as well. Alright guys, so let's scan the Velociraptor to add it to our collection. Looks very good, that's for sure. Let's have a look at some facts. Yup, the weight of 4 cats. It's a pretty lightweight dinosaur, I would say. Can be found in various parts of the world. China is one of them, that's for sure. Let's try the AR feature right here. Let's try this. Wow. Very nice as per usual. Scale it down, spin it. Looks pretty good. Alright, so now let's move on to the next figure. Let's go. Okay, now we take a look at the other Legacy collection set right here that comes with a new Raptor. This one, we don't have this color, that's for sure. And this Dilophosaurus definitely look very different to the previous one that we have. Okay, we're going to do comparison. This one is also a new color scheme. So let's open this. Wow, this box is also, pretty hard to open, I guess. Alright. Let's get this pack out. Easily done. Okay, so now let's get all the figures out. Let's get this Raptor out. Quite a nice one, a green Raptor. We definitely do not have this color scheme in the past. This one as well. This is a gray version. It looks a little bit like blue, but the body patterns is definitely very different. And this Dilophosaurus right here, it's also very different in terms of the color. It is much brighter in green, that's for sure. Let's get Dr. Alan Grant out of the box. Yep, nice figure, you can see, but the face looks kind of weird. And a new Gallimimus. Let's get this out as well. Alright, not to forget the venom of the Dilophosaurus. This is very important. And this little, if I'm not wrong, it is a compy. Okay guys, first let's take a look at this Dilophosaurus. So you can actually pop in the venom. Looks very nice. And let's do a very quick comparison with the previous Dilophosaurus. Just a quick one. Okay, let's have a look. So this is basically the latest one, which is very nice. I love the bright green colors, as you guys can see. And this was the very first attack pack Dilophosaurus. If you guys can remember, I think all the way back in, if I'm not wrong, 2018, if I'm not wrong. So it's quite an old figure. And later on, they actually released this one, which is slightly different. You can see the patterns on the crest. On the frill is actually very different. Of course, the body is entirely different as well. And here is another one. Okay. In a totally different paint scheme. And of course, every single one has a venom, which is, I think it's the same one. Alright. So, that's the Dilophosaurus for you. Maybe you can scan this into our Facts app quickly. Alright, so now let's scan this into the Facts app. You can see the code is actually at the bottom of the feed, so it's slightly harder to scan. Alright, there you go. Alright, pretty cool. So it comes with this information card, which is the very old version. The Dilophosaurus is fast and agile. She lived during early Jurassic period 200 million years ago. Alright, very cool. Now let's have a look at this. I actually call this the Action Attack Velociraptor. It is a bright green one, which I think looks very good. Do we have one that is similar to this? Let me have a look. Alright, check this out. So these are basically the raptors with this action. This is an orange version right here, which is pretty cool. And this one, if I'm not wrong, is from Camp Cretaceous. And this one, another one, which I totally can't remember. Another raptor right here. I think this is a male raptor if I'm not wrong. And this is also another Camp Cretaceous. And this one is one which is quite recent. Very nice figure as well. Alright, so yeah, let's move on to the next one. Before we take a look at the Gallimimus, let's have a look at this, which is the Brachiosaurus. Brachiosaurus skeleton minifigure. So I think this side looks very nice. You basically can find a very beautiful Jurassic World Brachiosaurus. And of course, you are able to open this to reveal the skeleton inside. You can actually take out the entire skeleton, which is kind of cool. And you can close it right back like this. Yeah, too bad we don't have the Raptor and the Mosasaurus. Otherwise, it would be pretty cool. And this is actually the Ankylosaurus. You can open this one up as well. Pop it back in. And this one is the Triceratops, which I think looks pretty good as well. Of course, I actually like the other side more, which is the non-skeleton version. This side is definitely looking way better. Did we see the Ankylosaurus? Yeah, this Ankylosaurus actually reminds me of the Rorivores. Here we have another one, which is a Stegosaurus. So let's have a look at the Stegosaurus. I think it's gonna be pretty good as well. Yep, very nice, except for the eyes, which is not nicely painted. So of course, let's open this and have a look. Nicely done. Just pop it back in. Okay, so these are basically the minifigures. Very cool minifigures. Hopefully we are able to complete the entire set soon. Alright, now let's have a look at the other figures. Alright guys, next let's take a look at 4 bottle covers. This is actually from Good to Grow. It is actually a bottle cover. As you can see, the screw threads are right here, so you can actually, just turn this to lock the bottle. And yeah, it's a very nice. It's basically, a bottle cap. Triceratops right here. And this one is actually blue. I think these are really well made, very beautiful. I'm actually thinking of expanding my collection of the Good to Grow pots. I think that would be really nice. And this is T-Rex holding on to the Jurassic World logo. And here's Delta in an eggshell right here, which looks very nice as well. Yep, there are actually more species, so I'm hoping to get them into my collection. Okay, now let's take a look at some of the latest figures. Okay guys, this is the Hunt and Chomp Tyrannosaurus Rex from the Dino Tracker series. Okay, I think this is a very nice T-Rex, that's for sure. It has double chomp. Let's try this again. Yep, very nice. The chomping action is actually very subtle, and I love, the stripes across the body right here. Have you guys scanned this in your Facts app already? If not, you can actually do so. Pause the video and scan this into your Jurassic World Facts app. I love this figure. In fact, I actually quite like the Dino Trackers figures. I'm thinking of doing a collection of all the different Dino Trackers dinosaurs in one video. I think that would be pretty epic. Alright, now let's move on to the next figure. Okay guys, now it's time for our mini Gallimimus collection. So this is basically the latest Gallimimus from the Legacy Collection playset. This is a new color scheme, as you guys can see, bright orange brown, I would say. Okay, the one which is quite close to it, I think, is this one. This is actually the very first attack pack Gallimimus. You can see the sculpt is exactly the same, but the colors are definitely different. Okay, so this is the attack pack sculpt. For this one, yep, using the same sculpt, but this one actually came along in a different playset as well. So both of these are actually quite rare. They can't be bought individually. And of course, here we have two more, which are pretty much the same in terms of the sculpt. I mean, it's exactly the same, except that the colors are different. So this one is also from the attack pack. If I'm not wrong, this was the very first one. This one could be the one from Camp Cretaceous. I can't really remember. And some of these are from Legacy Collection. This is probably one of the latest one with a moving neck. I think this is quite unique. This one, it's yeah, also with a moving neck. This one is a special one. When you press a button, both the feet will actually move to simulate the running of the Gallimimus. I think this is a fantastic one. And my most favorite one has got to be the battle damage Gallimimus, which is kind of rare, I think. Okay, the last one is the Camp Cretaceous version. And this color scheme is actually inspired by the Gallimimus in Jurassic Park movies. So you can see we have quite a number of Gallimimus from Mattel so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different Gallimimus. Okay guys, so I've shown you the latest Dilophosaurus. So now let's do a mini collection of the Dilophosaurus. So we have a purple version right here. This is probably the one with the most fun playability, I would say. Okay, you can actually press the belly for it to squirt water out. And this one is basically one of the newer ones. It came along with Claire Daring. You can see the sculpt is actually different. It is slightly bigger. And I have actually lost the Venom, which is quite a sad thing. So I'm hoping to get, new one to replace it. And here we have the this is not, if I'm not wrong, this is the Legacy Collection Dilophosaurus, but I always call this the Fierce Force Dilophosaurus because they are using the same mechanism as the Fierce Force Dilophosaurus. Okay, so if you press the tail backwards, the frill will open up. And here is another one. This was the very first one. Okay, and this was like the second one that they released. Yeah, so pretty cool. Now let's move on to other figures. Okay, some recent figures. We have the Velociraptor Epic Attack version right here. So how do we actually do this? I can't remember. Is there like a button? Yeah, it's right here, guys. And this button will of course light up, which is kind of cool. And this is the Dilophosaurus right here. Pretty awesome figure, pretty awesome size. The size is actually very manageable. And this is the latest Raptor. I call this the Parrot. And Gigan Spinosaurus right here, a new Stegosaur. Beautiful figure. You can actually twist the tail. The head will move, or you can move the neck. The tail will move along as well. And here we have one of the what do you call this? Strike Attack Atrociraptor, a new color scheme. Pretty cool as well. Next, let's take a look at these three very unique looking figures, and they are actually from WoW Starve. Okay, you're supposed to use these little figures to create stop motion pictures. Okay, so we have a Giga right here with plenty of articulation. The jaw can be moved, the arms can move, the tail can also move, which is pretty cool. They also came out with a T-Rex version. Of course, my most favorite one has got to be the Giga, and a Raptor version right here, which is blue. So you're able to move the tail, you're able to move the jaw. So you're supposedly, I mean, you're supposed to use the little tripod that they have provided to film like a little stop motion movie using the app that they are providing as well, which is kind of fun and cool, I feel. Alright, now let's move on to other figures. Okay, maybe now let's take a look at some recent WoW Roars. The Irritator, I super like this figure. It is a very nice Spinosaur, that's for sure. WoW Roar figure. I am thinking of doing another Spinosaur collection versus Tyrannosaurus collection. I think that would be pretty cool. And this is the Raptor. I think you guys love him quite a lot because it has one deformed toe, which is very, very cute. I think I have the one and only figure in the world with this deformed toe. I think so. I'm not too sure. Who knows? Maybe there's someone else out there, even one which is similar to mine. Okay, there are two recent figures which I think are super impressive. Epic Attack Battle Chomping Containment right here, you can see. It comes with a button right here. There are two buttons in fact. And of course, you are able to move the tail. You're able to press the button right here. So this is actually an outstanding figure, I feel. I love this figure a lot. But not as much as the Camouflage and Battle Indominus Rex, which is probably one of the best figures from Mattel. Just check this out. I mean, just take a look at how cool the interior is. So basically, when you press the button, the entire body will just light up. I think this is really, really excellent. If you open this, you're able to scan the code. It is very, very fantastic. And of course, you're able to move the neck. And the sculpt of this Indominus Rex, it's very movie accurate. You can see the tail is extremely long as compared to the previous Indominus Rex. And of course, the arms are very nicely crafted as well. So I think this has got to be one of the best, if not the best, Indominus Rex from Mattel. That's for sure, in my opinion at least. Okay guys, so what we are going to do next is to place every single raptor right here on the table, lay them out, and let's count the number of raptors that we have in total. Okay, so let's do this. Alright, so let's begin with, some of the okay, this is actually not the attack pack version. Is this considered the attack pack version? Probably not. So let's get the more common ones out. So this is like the common blue, the very first blue. So let's just place this one right here. But you can see the toe claws are actually painted. There are some without the toe claws painted. This is the very first one, the very first version of blue. You can see there is no white outline on the blue stripe, and the toe claws are not painted. So it's actually a different one, that's for sure. But they look very similar to the new blues, that's for sure. So let's place all of them right here on the table. Here we have another one, but this is actually like a savage stripe. But so with this, I'm gonna put it right in front, as it's a different one. This orange version is basically the very basic figure, so this can actually stand next to the blue. Here, what do we have? Some sort like a Savage Strike Velociraptor, so this one will actually stand in front. Here, we have a Fierce Force kind of a mechanism, so the body is rotatable, so this one can actually stand right here. Battle Damage is another new kind of, you know, mechanism, so we can actually put this one maybe here first. This is another sort of like, you know, basic figure, but it has the drawer code, so we can actually place this one right here. And this is another one which is like a basic figure. It's the Danger Pack. It has the drawer code, so this one can be placed next to blue, that's for sure. Yep, the new blue. Oh, we do have another Action Attack blue, which we have totally missed out just now, so I'm gonna put this one right in the corner. Extreme damage. How many extreme damage do we have? I think about 2 of them. Okay. And this is another very basic figure from the very first wave. You know, we have no space in the middle, so we can actually put it right here. Battle Damage blue. Just now we have another one, so we have 2 similar Battle Damage blue. And this is another Savage Strike figure. This one is actually from the Legacy collection. You can see it has a drawer code. It's basically from the kitchen set. Okay, the Crouching Raptors, the green version. It's a very old version, that's for sure. Here's another one. This is supposed to be Charlie, if I'm not wrong. Okay, I'm trying to make it stand. Some of them just can't stand at all, so you have to try your best to adjust the feet, yeah, and lean it against one of the arms. Okay, this is actually from Camp Cretaceous. Also a very basic figure. You can see the body, there's no function or feature. So this one is supposed to be placed in the back line. Here's another one. Quite an old figure. Yep. So I think we should have basically every single figure out there, guys. This is quite a rare one. Battle Damage Velociraptor mustard color. Beautiful. Can actually place this next to the Battle Damage blue. And this one, yep, another one, very basic sculpt. We have no more space, so let's just place them right here. Crouching Raptors, 2 of them. Well, majority of the Crouching Raptors are quite old, that's for sure. None of them actually has the drawer code, that's for sure. Okay, another basic figure, but a pretty new one since it has the drawer code. This is Delta, if I'm not wrong. Very old figure, and this is a Savage Strike. Savage Strike, we can actually put it right here, next to the Savage Strike, other Savage Strike. Extreme damage, you can see we have 2 extreme damage, only 2. What else we got? This one came along with Dr. Ian Malcolm, if I'm not wrong. Place this on here. This one I can't really remember. If I'm not wrong, this is actually from Camp Cretaceous. Got a couple more left. Oops. Okay, this one is quite a unique one. It is one of its kind. Yep, one of its kind. It's actually bigger in size, and it has metallic paint on its body, which is totally different from the rest. This is from the 4 Raptor pack. One of it is yeah, I think it's it could be, it's not Charlie, that's for sure. And we have the Fierce Force version, which we have 2 of them. Okay, so yeah, pretty much I have shown you guys like every single Raptor. Okay, we have 2 more right here, guys. Beta. Okay, all right, so that's about it. So thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next one. If you guys have any comments or suggestions, please comment down below. Let me know what other collection videos you guys want me to make. I'll be happy to do that, okay? If you guys want like a personalized video from me, you can actually go on to the About Us tab. There's a link right there. You can place a request, and I will just create a video and send it over to you. Yeah, a special video just for you. Alright, thanks for watching this. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.